My name's Voxy, and for those that don't know, I experienced a number of things that happened towards me in the furry community here in Melbourne that had eventually given me post-traumatic stress disorder and psychogenic non-epileptic seizures. This video is an update on how things are going, and more importantly is a video where I give a lot of gratitude because it's a video about how YouTube, which is you if you're watching this video, how YouTube, along with eye movement desensitization, reprocessing therapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy have completely have massively changed my PTSD. Firstly, I'll just make sure that we're all feeling alright about what I'm going to be talking about in this video, because there are a few trigger warnings that I want to make sure everyone's feeling okay. This video will talk about sexual abuse, gaslighting, manipulation, things of that sort. For those that don't know, a week after my dad died of a brain aneurysm, I was in a relationship with this one furry, and he had raped me and then gaslit me into thinking that it was my choice and that I did it to myself. Fast forward some time after that, I had everyone in the furry community deny what I was going through and say, how dare I try and, make people stop being friends with this person if they wanted to be friends with this person. Which is similar to saying, I know person X, you're saying that person X has murdered your family, but how dare you tell me to not be friends with them? I think they're a cool guy. Why can I not just be friends with you and them? So that's, sort of how my psychologist would put it. Because it's the same sort of level. It completely destroyed me. So fast forward some time, there was a lot of betrayal and deception from two people that I had dated who were also part of the furry community, and from my sister, who is also part of the furry community, who sort of basically said that me being raped is a me problem pretty much, and I just need to get over it, as opposed to acknowledging the severity of my suffering. But this video is a positive video, because there's a major update, a huge update, and it has had a massive impact on my PTSD and my seizures. Now, I was silenced by the Melbourne furry community, and I was silenced pretty well. My name was never mentioned. What had happened was never mentioned. I didn't exist. The person who raped me was able to move on and live a good and happy and positive life as far as I've been told. And which is fine, you know, we all deserve happiness, I'm sure. But when I started making these videos, for once I felt validated. For once, people, while they weren't part of the Melbourne Furry community, they were saying, Vox, we believe you, and we're going to help you in getting your message out there of what happened to you, and we're going to say and verbalize that we stand by you. And it's something that did not happen after I was raped back in 2015. It's something that only happened now in the year 2022 when I finally began experiencing seizures. Denial of suffering does an insane amount of damage to people who are living with post-traumatic stress disorder. But this year, with all of your support and the support of my psychologist, we've been slowly but aggressively picking apart this PTSD. For those that have seen my meditation videos, you'll know that I've learned a lot of stuff along these years. And those videos are what I have to share with you all, because if I paid a price for what I've been through, then how dare I not use the value that I've received from the price that I've paid? How dare I not pay that back and say to everyone, you know, if I'm able to help, then I'll help. And seeing 3,000 views on those videos is just unbelievable. Seeing comments of people saying how helpful it's been, having people send me a message and say, Voxy, I've watched your anxiety video on multiple nights now, and it helps me get rest for once, is a massive, massive relief. Well, there's an update with my PTSD, and so gratitude goes with this update towards you for your validation for what I've been through, and also the incredible work of my psychologist, who has been hammering away at all of this with me. It's been hard. It has been so fucking hard. But we found one of the integral nodes of the PTSD network. And that node was a belief that essentially I now have a new belief. And I'm going to get to that in a moment as I explain this story. A couple days ago, I was on one of the dating apps, and someone was messaging me on there, and they said, hey, you know, do you want to chat on Discord and Telegram, then Discord? And I said, sure. Well, I found out that they were part of the furry community, and I have PTSD of people in that community, but I didn't feel any anxiety because of this thing that I'd learned, and that was that if I was feeling unsafe at all, if I feel that I need to run, I owe no explanation. I owe you nothing. It is a privilege for you to be in my space. I am worthy of utmost care and love and help from my own self, and I am worthy of not dying. And so if my body says you have to run, my only response is, how fast would you like me to run? And then we'll, once we're further away, assess the level of the threat. Well, turns out this person was a furry, and they also are someone who organises one of the furry conventions here in Australia. And then I find out through saying, I can't have anyone I can't have anything to do with anyone who's friends with this person, that person, this person, that person, the other person. And then he said, oh no, I'm friends with that person. They're actually a really good friend of mine. And I said, well, that's the person that raped me. That's the person that has raped me. And he said, don't worry about it, Furry community is a very toxic place. And I then started feeling anxiety running in my body. And I said, no, you don't understand. That person has done an illegal thing to me. They, without my consent, fucked me a week after my dad died, and are the reason why I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And he brushed it off again. And then he brushed it off again. The anxiety was slowly creeping up, and it said, you know what you're meant to do. You owe no courtesy. You owe no explanation. There is a whole huge number of furries that have listened to your voice and said that they stand by you, and this person is a sick person. This person does not care. This person would rather be friends with someone who rapes another person. And so, midway through what they were saying, I pressed the end call button. I blocked. And I got up from my chair and I walked. And I said to myself, I am so proud of you. I am so fucking proud of you. You are a great person. It is a privilege for people to be in your space. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of the ability to breathe. And you are not having a seizure. You can breathe. You can breathe. As I say that, I feel shivers down my body, because I haven't reflected on this, because this only happened the other day. The next day I see my psychologist, and we did EMDR after discussing all of this on my recent ex, and the most anxiety I felt was a 2. It didn't click. It didn't click at the time, but he said, I don't know if you drink, but you owe yourself a very nice drink tonight. This is so, so wonderful, and I am so proud of you. I will live with my PTSD forever, but this is a big change, and this is the biggest change that we were hoping for. And that is that if anyone has anything to do with anyone that has done wrong by me, that's it. You're not allowed in my space. You're not allowed in my kingdom. No ifs, no buts. And if I explain at all what it is that people have done, and I'm not met with the response of care and the response of acknowledgement and the response of, please let me know what I can do to help you, or please let me know what I can do to make this easier for you. If I don't get that response, and I don't get a good response, I can walk away. For everyone who has watched all of my videos, or any of these videos, or even this video, and only this video, any of you that have acknowledged what I've been through, have stepped forward and said that we stand by you, I owe so much to you. There are people, and you'll see their names mentioned in my streams where I go to chat and hang out and relax. There are names mentioned there, and I'll mention these names in a post. There are people who have stepped forward and donated money towards my therapy, towards other issues that I've had going on in my life, because I can't work because of my PTSD causing me constant headaches. You people are beautiful, caring, above and beyond level people, doing more than I ever could have imagined. But it's everyone, whether they've watched my videos and hit the like button, whether they've shared my videos out to help me get my message across and get my voice heard. You all are beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. didn't want to cry. I didn't want to cry. Sorry. It's been so hard. And you've all made it a little bit easier. And I didn't kill myself this year. I'm still here. Thank you. Thanks.